Tighten up the meter. Like that?
There's
Now,
no time to
split the
waste
difference.
when there's work to be done.
I heard that Elder
Paladin.
Maxon got that
Ready to
scar on his
continue our
face from
mission,
going
soldier?
one-on-one with a Deathclaw.
Ready.
Roger that.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. But we'll get the job done.
Now that's what I call locked and loaded. Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. Let's make them proud.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you. Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you are injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
This sounds unethical. You're changing the building blocks of life.
I agree that I might be skirting the line between what's ethical and what isn't, but in order to protect our troops, I'm willing to take that risk. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, sister. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. And victorious.
Hope you enjoyed that last number.
Watch your step, man.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Choose through barrels.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Having the Prydwen moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
Watch where you're stepping, damn it.
Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
Stop right there.
someone there.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
What? Who's the Lord? Come on! Let's fly! Oh!
You hear that?
I'm hearing stuff. Huh? What's that? Your guts around my neck!
This area seems to be in disarray. Wonder if this... Remain vigilant. Still here. Vaporize.
Gonna be a... So boring. Come on! Let's play!
There isn't much left to properly identify these remains.
Paladin Danse.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Yet another bit of news from the world outside Diamond City. Folks, I'm gonna tell you a little story about a boy named Billy.
Excuse me. I believe we were talking.
Who wasn't spared the harsh realities of that life any more than the rest of us. He found himself separated from his family.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, sister. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Mac. Dismissed.
Danse.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder? You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Hey,
Where do you want me? What do you want?
your thoughts?
Ridding the Commonwealth of that mutant scum and securing the Fat Man shells is a job well done, soldier. I'm pleased to see that you're taking my advice to heart and honoring the tenets of the Brotherhood.
Just wanted to check in, see how you feel things are going between us.
I don't see how this is a relevant question right now.
That's all for now.
Very well.
Communications array calibration test successful. All bands nominal.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.